Hello students, today we'll see some objective type question of the chapter time series. Okay, so I will start from directly from question number 9 because the theoretical questions are asked in first exercise, so we don't need to write any theory question in foundation exam. So I am directly going to question number 9. Eighth question is again numerical question, but that question is also very long procedure based, so that type of questions are not asked in the exam. So ninth question is what we have to find the seasonal indices for wholesale prices, right? Okay. So what we have to do? See, for different years, data is given to you on the basis of quarters. 4 quarters are given, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you have to do? The very simple procedure. Take the sum of all the quarters. I have directly written the sum. I have not written data. You will find data in the question. So directly take the sum of all the quarters, then divide that sum by 4, you will get average, and we have to compare this average with average of quarterly average. Means again take the average of these quarterly average. Now I will find average of quarterly average. So what will be that value? This plus this plus this plus this divided by 4. So 12.75 plus 13.25 plus 13 plus 30.75 is 69.75, and divided by 4, if we divide it by 4, it will be 17.4375. We can write it 44. Now what we have to do for quarter 1, for Q1, okay, compare this value with this on 100%. Means write down this 12.75 divided by 17.44 into 100. So seasonal index you will get 12.75 divided by 17.44 into 100, 73.11. Okay, for Q2, for second quarter, 13.25 divided by 17.44 into 100, 75.97. For next quarter Q3, compare this next value 13 by 17.44 into 100, so 74.54, and for Q4 your index will be 30.75 divided by 17.44 into 100. For Q4 not 30.75 divided by 17.44 into 100. It will be 176.32. So these are the 4 indices for 4 different quarters. So very easy. First take the average of all quarters, then again take the average of quarters, and then compare this individual averages with this quarterly average on 100%. You will get indices. So this method is solved in the module in 9.29 question on the page number 19.48. 19.48 page number you will get such type of solved question. Next question is based on again assuming no trend in the series, calculate seasonal indices for the following data. See those questions which are simple and take less time, only we will solve those questions, because this much lengthy question are not asked. You know that in the C exercise there are some questions which have weightage of 5 marks, and I have told you that such questions are not asked in exam. 5 marks questions are not there. So why we have to waste our time? Why we waste our time on this much lengthy question? So we will solve smaller questions and those which frequently asked in exam. Okay. So 10th question we will solve here. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me. I will solve those questions also. Okay. So 10th question is what? Assuming no trend in the series, calculate seasonal variation. Again here data from 2004 to 2008 is given for 4 quarters. Again now here what we have to do? If the question is asked about the seasonal indices We don't have to assume any trend there. So what we have to do to find seasonal indices, just take the average of quarters for seasonal indices. Okay, seasonal indices for नो ट्रेंड, अगर वहाँ पे कोई ट्रेंड ही नहीं है, ओके, अगर वहाँ पे कोई ट्रेंड ही नहीं है तो हमको क्या करना है, टेक द एवरेज ऑफ क्वार्टर्स एंड अगेन एवरेज ऑफ quarterly average. Just you have to do this much. Okay, so I will write what is the average of all the quarter. For first quarter sum, then we will write average. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and this is fourth quarter. So for first quarter, what is sum? So we'll write values 78 plus 76 plus 72 plus 74 plus 76. 376. Sum is 376. Next sum 66 plus 74 plus 68 plus 70 plus 74. 352. Then 84 plus 82 plus 80 plus 84 plus 86. So this sum is 416. And last 80 plus 78 plus 70 plus 74 plus 82. This sum is 384. Now how many years are given? 5 years are given. So divide this sum by 5. So 376 divided by 5 is 75.2. 352 divided by 5, 70.4. 416 divided by 5, 83.2. 384 divided by 5, 76.8. Now take the average of all these average. So 76.8 plus 83.2 plus 70.4 plus 75.2. So this is 305.6. So again average क्या आ जाएगा? 305.6 divided by 4. This divided by 4 will give you 76.4. So this is what seasonal indices when no trend is given. Again this question is given here. Can you check this question? Question number 9 on the page number 19.49. Question number 19.2.11. So same question is given here. Okay. So this is what question number 10. 11th question again very lengthy and graphical type question. So that is not asked in exam. Now we will start exercise B. So these are all theory questions. Just listen so that your science time series chapter will be revised. So question number 1 is saying an orderly set of data arranged in accordance with their time occurrence is called time series. A time series consists of short term, long term, irregular. So time series consists of all types of variation, short term, long term as well as irregular. Question number 3. The graph of time series is called histogram. Graph of a time series is just like a histograms. Okay. Secular trend can be measured by, for secular trend there are 4 methods. Which method? Graphical method, moving average method, semi-average method and a least square method. Okay. The secular trend is measured by method of semi-average when trend is linear. So if you get any difficulty, then in the last video you can see my theory part also, and in this summary also many points are given in this book. So you will find many solution here also. Okay. So first check out this summary, then you will get all the answers. Next one is increase in the Next one is the secular trend is measured by the method of semi-average. Whenever trend is linear, only at that time we can measure the all these changes, all this variation by the method of semi-average. So for linear trend we are measuring. Sixth question: increase in the number of patient in the hospital due to heat stroke. Means if heat increases, at that time increase in the patient is which type of variation? It is seasonal variation. The systematic component, because heat stroke is due to the season, right? In summer season such type of problem arises, so this comes under seasonal variation. Systematic components of time series which follow regular pattern of variations are called. Okay, we know that time series is the collection of data according to time. So here 2 points comes which confuse you: noise, N-O-I-S-E, and signal. So first, what is signal? So signal can be a sound, a vibration, or any signal. So it is also a time series. We all know signal. We heard about this signal. Means whatever we deal with the word signal in the daily life, that signal I am saying here. So that signal is also a time series, and this signal follows but regular variation. Whatever variation or fluctuations comes under this signal, it follows a systematic pattern, a regular pattern. Noise is also a time series. Okay, but what is the difference between noise and signal? Noise does not follow any systematic pattern, so it comes under irregular or random variation which are not expected. So noise is what? Unexpected variation, and signal is what? It follows expected or a regular variation. So these two terms can become in objective type, so you should know the meaning of this. So question is what? In the systematic component of time series which follow a regular pattern of variation, then it is signal. The unsystematic which follow irregular pattern, question number 8, noise. Answer is noise. In time series, seasonal variation can occur within a period of 1 year only. Seasonal variation can occur within a period of 1 year. Question number 10. Wheat crop badly damaged on account of rain. Which type of variation it is? See, wheat crop अगर damage हो गई है तो because जो भी farmers है they know when to कब कौन सी क्रॉप अच्छी होगी, लेकिन अगर ये रेन की वजह से डैमेज हो गई है तो वो रेन अनएक्सपेक्टेड थी, मतलब जब रेन नहीं होनी चाहिए थी तब रेन हो गई, तो ये सीजनल नहीं है. सीजनल में क्या होता है कि जब एक्सपेक्टेड जो सीजन है वो तब आनी चाहिए, वो होता है सीजनल के अंदर. अगर अनएक्सपेक्टेडली मतलब हैवी रेन हो गया जब नहीं होना चाहिए था तब, तो ये कौन सा वेरिएशन है? इट इज इरेग्युलर. ओके, सो इट कम्स अंडर irregular is same as random. Irregular means which does not follow any pattern, or random is also which does not follow any pattern. Because irregular word is not given, so answer will be random. The method of moving average is used to find secular trend or sometimes only trend. Most frequently used model is multiplicative model. A time series consists of two models, additive model and multiplicative model. In semi-average method, we divide data into how many parts? 2 equal parts. Moving average method is used for measurement of trend when trend is linear. Semi-average, moving average, all these are applied when trend is linear. When the trend is of exponential type, means not linear, the moving average are to be computed by using, at that time we use weighted mean. So exponential means when curves go not linear, curvy linear type of curve there, at the time we have to use weighted mean. Okay, the long term trend of a time series graph is always upward. Appears to be upward. Indicate, 18th question. Indicate which of the following an example of seasonal variation. Means four options are there, and out of that which indicates seasonal variation. So first, death rate decreased due to advance in science. Thus it is not a seasonal variation. The sale of air conditioners increases during summer. So this is a seasonal variation. Recovery in business. Recovery in business is cyclical variation. It is not a seasonal variation. Sudden causes by wars. This is irregular variation. So our question is asking about seasonal variation. So B option will be right. The most commonly used mathematical method for measuring the trend is semi-average method. A trend is the better fitted trend for which the sum of square of residue always in any study, it may be regression or time series, sum of square of residue means it is error. So what we have to find, we have to minimize the sum of square of residue. So answer will be what? Minimum, not maximum, not positive. Decomposition means dividation of time series is called detrending. The fire in a factory, if fire occurs in a factory, this event is not comes under any pattern, it is irregular, it is random. So answer of this question will be irregular. Increased demand of admission in the subject of computer in Uttar Pradesh, it does not come into seasonal or cyclic. Okay, so it is what? Irregular. Damage due to flood, drought, strikes, all are irregular. The general pattern of increase or decrease in economics or social phenomena is also irregular. In moving average method, we cannot find the trend values of some. In moving average method, we cannot find the trend value of some starting point also and some ending point also. But both option will be right, B and C. But both are not given, so you have to take B also and C also. Because this question is wrong. So D option should be like B and C. So okay. So both in a moving average we have seen. And at starting also we will not get some points and at ending also we will not get some points. Next, moving average. Give the trend in a straight line. It is not it is not compulsory. Measure the seasonal variation. No, moving average does not measure the seasonal variation. It smooths out the time series. The rise and fall of a time series over periods longer than 1 year is called cyclic variation. See, in cyclic variation we have seen progress is there, recovery, then again it comes down. We have seen such type of graph, depression, recovery, prosperity, right? Depression, recovery, prosperity, depression, recovery, again recovery, prosperity. So this may this can exceed 1 year also. This is not compulsory that एक साल में ये सब हो जाएगा, recovery भी हो जाएगा, prosperity भी हो जाएगा, depression भी हो जाएगा. No, it can exceed 1 year. 29. A time series has 4 components: trend, seasonal variation, cyclical variation, and irregular. Multiplicative model and additive model we know. Next, 32 question. A pattern that is repeated throughout a time series and has a recurrence period of at most 1 year. So which pattern is repeated throughout a time series? Time series is of 1 year. Then the seasonal variations are repeated and it has recurrence, means its occurrence will be within a 1 year. All seasonal variation will occur within only a year. So answer will be seasonal variation. If an annual time series consisting of even number of years is coded, then each coded interval equal to, if even number of years are there in time series, then if we code such type of time series, then we can take a coding of 1 year or half year. Okay, so when we code such type of time series, remember at that time we have to code by using 1 year or half year. In semi-average method, if the number of values is odd, then we drop middle observation. In the semi-average method we have seen we have to divide data into 2 parts. So if data is not even, if data is odd, at that time we have to left out the middle observation. The trend values in freehand curve method are obtained by graphical solution. So here time series chapter is finished. In next video I will cover the next 19th first unit, that is the index number. That will finish also very fast. Okay, thank you.